Hey, everybody, look at this. It is 6:30 p.m. Welcome to a live broadcast on time with We Don't Bluff. You know me, I'm Dave, I'm Brian. Got Tony T
I'm
sitting next
Tony.
to us.
Yes, sir.
And we fixing to jump into some sports. Getting to be that exciting time of year this year. Literally, we're fixing to have all the sports going on at one time. All the major sports that I'm concerned with. NASCAR is even included in it because it'll be the end of the year, and I'll watch that race. But we got the Major League Baseball playoffs have been set. We've got the NBA started their preseason. We got the NFL in full swing going into week 5. We got college football in full swing going into week 6. And been some crazy shit going on out there. But we'd like to welcome everybody into We Don't Bluff. I want everybody to say, Tony T, y'all say hi to everybody.
What's up, everybody?
And then if there's anybody in here, because I can't see, y'all please come on in, join in, make some comments, let us know you're here. Do I need to do this? Hey, Kim. Thank you for joining in so early. And if you got a subject you want to talk about, please ask questions. I don't know if that's Kim or if that's Jay, but one of them. Anyway, welcome aboard. I think we're going to start off with a little college football tonight. That sound all right with y'all? We'll get some of that, and we'll wait till Amy comes in. We'll join in our baseball talk because I'm kind of excited. Tony, you called it. I am gonna step off college football. Congratulations, you did call it at the beginning of the year. I did too, though. I got to give myself a little credit. You said that Atlanta would end up winning the East. They did. It was the second longest time that anybody's ever come back from that far down for that many days. Only one other team is
10 back.
So that was 5 times.
Back.
That's 5 times, and I'll ask this question when we get into baseball. So congratulations to the Braves. We will get to see, hopefully, the Dodgers in the NLCS once again for the 3rd year in a row, and me and Tony can have some good times with his favorite team and my favorite team, and see what we can figure out from there.
And overs and unders be hitting for us, hopefully.
Yeah. Fucking, just by the way, so we'll let you know, kind of set the show up. When we get to the football seasons and the football sessions about what we fix to talk about, y'all go ahead and make the opposite picks on me. It is going to be opposite pick time. It's that time of year. I can't pick my fucking nose, and I shows up
man. I think you had a pick or two last week, though. So
I got a pick or two, but I bet a bunch more than a pick or two. I didn't go down my list.
Up everything. What'd
y'all do?
We won early, but we shit it up when the sun went down. It got kind of crazy.
Yeah. It got cold outside. Is what happened.
Right.
It got cold.
No, what had happened?
So we had a blast.
There's a lot of drinking going on after those first games.
No, we had these picks in. I think a little bit before we got a little too tight. So we can't even blame it on the drink this time.
I think I'd have blamed it on the drinking. I'd have blamed it on the drinking.
Oh, man.
But let's go ahead and jump into some college football real quick, since we've been talking about it.
Yes, sir.
I guess
scores from last week.
You want to talk about what? I'm sorry.
A few scores from last week.
Yeah,
some games.
Absolutely.
Do we have our picks written down from our college picks from last week?
No, I remember the 4 I had.
Yeah, I remember.
It was supposed to be 5, but it was 4.
Yeah, because you couldn't remember. You kept saying that all week.
No, I only wrote down 4.
You only wrote down 4?
I wrote down the top 5 picks, and I only wrote 4 down like a dumbass.
So what we're gonna try to do from here on out, since we are gonna be trying to keep this thing without it being 4 hours long, because I know nobody wants to look at it or listen to us for that long. I think we're going to kind of breeze through the top 25. Does that sound all right with you? We hadn't talked about any of this.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
And I mean, we'll explore a little bit more in the SEC as well, but we only really care about the teams that are up toward the top anyway. I mean, hell, there was a scare last week. I mean, Missouri almost beat Georgia at home.
Man, that's 2 weeks in a row for Georgia. That's 2 weeks in a row from Georgia. So I'm going to go back with that Georgia's clearly number 1 shit, because clearly they're not number 1 either.
Man,
they bumped Bama back up, and rightfully so.
Yeah. And I think go ahead.
Go ahead, T.
I think Georgia gave everybody a scare last week and showed everybody a little bit of something. I think if Missouri would have kept playing in the fourth quarter, They definitely would have won that game.
I think so too.
It kind of seemed like they almost gave up.
Yeah, they just gave up,
and they let Georgia come back in and finish that game on off. But that goes to show you that Georgia had it seemed like they had a tough time stopping the run on those guys.
Yeah, I agree totally.
And it looked like they had a tough time stopping them until the fourth quarter. And maybe Missouri, I didn't get to watch the game because I'm fucking working 7 days a week. But anyway, it looks to me by just hearing highlights and watching scores that Missouri was up going in the fourth quarter, and then Georgia outscored them 14-3.
Yeah. Georgia ended up going up by 10.
They stopped running.
What Missouri started doing, which was kind of weird, they started passing the ball, and like they stopped playing. It seemed like they stopped playing the same type of a football game they was playing the whole game.
Yes.
And what they did was they when they started passing the ball, they started going 3 and out, and they would pass it on all 3 downs. Is what it seemed like. They wouldn't run the ball again. The quarterback wasn't taking off. He was dropping back and passing. And they were not passing majority of that game. They were running a great deal of the game. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the run yards on that game.
Missouri had 102 yards rushing.
Yeah, 102 yards and 194 yards passing.
Yes.
No, 92.
192. They had 294 overall.
So you had your first and second. Your first string quarterback had 89 yards. Your second string had 37. Hell, 89 yards. I think that was more than what Najee Harrison got me Sunday. I said Harrison, but yeah, that was more than what he got me Sunday. So I mean, that should tell you they were running the ball and they were running it good. Georgia was having a difficult time stopping it.
I mean, Missouri outscored them in the first half, 16-6.
Yeah, listen to this. Bennett had 312 yards passing himself versus the quarterback from Missouri having 192.
Right.
Well, I think
so that should tell you something.
I think Stetson Bennett's probably still the clear front runner at this point in time for the Heisman, even though the team's not doing as well.
Man,
did he get injured that game or something?
I'm just not sold on Stetson Bennett.
I'm not sold on
really
him.
not. He's going to be drafted in the league, but
as much as this hurts for my soul to say this, Ohio State, man, should be ranked the number 1 team at this point. Alabama was not impressive last week, in my opinion, either. And man, I don't know what the hell happened. They were getting their asses. Arkansas was making that good comeback, got it to 28. I did watch that game. It was 28-23. And then all of a sudden, it looked like they had all 11 players. They must have had all 11 players in the linebacker position and up because all of a sudden there would be a hole open and there wasn't nothing but green grass.
Let me tell you what happened.
Nick Saban sat around and said, "Fuck around and find out." And
exactly. Not only Nick Saban, but that backup quarterback came in and he said, "Oh, it's my time. It's my shot." He had 2 long runs. I want to say 2 touchdowns at the end of the game. One of them, at least 1 touchdown, I know for sure. One that was 70+ yards.
Yes,
for sure. The running back. What is it? Number 1. What's his or is he a wideout or something like that?
I don't know.
It don't matter.
Here, but
it don't matter. It seemed like you said, they got some life in them and just started running it down their throat. And Arkansas couldn't keep up.
Well, I mean, the total
defense was tired.
Big plays just killed Arkansas.
Yeah, Alabama had a lot of long runs.
Arkansas' slow start in the first half got them behind the 8 ball real quick. But, man, they made a charge in the third quarter. Man, they made a charge, and when it petered out, it did.
That's when Nick Saban, fourth quarter, got there. He said, "Fuck around and find out. Here's my backup quarterback. Here's some running backs, and y'all are gonna put 11 in the box." And that's what I was talking about with those holes that opened. So, I mean, it looked like the dude came through the line, and it wasn't nothing but green.
Oh yeah,
from there on out.
Man, ain't no
that offensive line, boy, they opened it up.
They went insane.
Yeah. They parted the sea, and everybody got out their way. I mean, but also let me tell you this: the quarterback and the running backs. I mean, all of those guys out there did a good job in that second half, making guys miss too once getting in open field, and I think that counts. That definitely counts for a lot on the reason why you had a lot of yards gained after the fact on throws, or you know what I'm saying, coming straight up the middle, just busting it up through the hole. They were making guys miss in the secondary.
Yeah, Gibbs had 206 yards, 18 carries for 206 yards, 2 touchdowns. His longest was 76. Then you had, damn, I can't see.
Tell Brian, put them glasses on.
Then you had Milroe,
Player, man.
6 of 91, 1 touchdown, 77 yards was his longest.
Yeah.
Then you had a receiving shit. You had you had 1 receiving touchdown for 47 yards. Then you had 1 reception for 53 yards by Bond. So they had a total of 555 yards of total offense, 317 rushing, and 238 of passing.
You ain't gonna beat that.
Just crazy.
I mean, it was 28-7 in the first half, Alabama. Then Arkansas goes 16-0 in the third quarter.
Right, 28-23.
And then it went 21-3 in the fourth.
Right.
By the way, while we're talking about this game, thank you, Tyus, for the dub on this one right here for the cover.
I sent y'all that video.
Surely did, boy.
I sent the video.
Oh man, hey, I'm not even gonna lie. I came back in there the third quarter. I was scared.
What video?
Of a bet the other night.
We bet it. Me and Tyus, me and Jeff, we bet it.
I didn't get to see the video. What was the bet?
On Arkansas.
I know your crazy ass gave up 20 points, which I thought was insane.
I didn't give up 20. I didn't give up 20 points. I got him. So we bet. He's out of the pool. So we bet that I would have to pay his pool if Alabama didn't cover. And if they did cover, he had to give me $100, which was the 50 for the pool, and then plus 50.
Oh, sweet, good bet.
We got it on. We got it live on video.
Yep, got live.
Had to. Friday. That was Friday night.
Yeah.
I wish we could show it.
Y'all motherfuckers having way too much fun. Me fucking being gone.
Yeah, we really are.
Never mind. Let me rephrase that. Y'all are having a whole lot more fun now that I'm gone.
No, it's the normal shit.
No, yeah.
I know, but I'm not getting to participate in any of it. So
I know, and I hate it. We miss you, brother. I promise you.
I swear, we'll still give you a participation trophy.
I will not accept a participation trophy. Give it to Trey.
Right, what game y'all want to talk about next? I mean,
hey, I got to go ahead and take my bad beat. You know,
go ahead.
I was all over the Washington team.
Yeah, we all took that one.
32-40, UCLA got them, and
you know what? We bet with the public on that.
You got to quit doing that.
We got to stop doing it. We actually went 2-2 Friday night, counting that. The 2 we lost was with the public. The 2 we won was against.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
It is opposite year. It is opposite.
Oh, it's just don't bet with everybody else's dumb ass.
Yeah, really, that's opposite. Yeah, because hell, obviously I'm not doing enough in-depth diving because I know I'm not because I hadn't had a chance to look at shit. But anyway, hell, we're 15 minutes in. We've covered 2 games. Congratulations to Alabama. I guess Ohio State was the next one. They kind of walked the dog on Rutgers, 49-10. Thought Iowa might give Michigan a game. I had Iowa in that game just because of big old cornbread-fed motherfuckers. But they did not cover. I think they were 11.5 or 10.5.
Yeah. They had it. They had the backdoor cover early. Where was he?
And then blew it.
Yeah. Yep.
Clemson handled NC State.
Early in the fourth quarter. Because that would be 14, 20. It was 20-14 in the fourth quarter. And then they give up a late touchdown. We seen a lot of that. I mean, just like the Arkansas-Alabama game, the backdoor cover was coming in.
Yeah.
And then it just, their backs broke.
Yep, same. It was almost the same way with the Florida State Wake Forest game.
Yep.
Same way. Tony had a good pick this weekend with Kansas. Man, I'm talking about their
Kansas +3 at home, man.
Yep.
I rode with that Kansas.
They covered that early.
They're number one in the
Big 12.
Big 12 now.
Yes, sir, they are. Besides that,
and
Oklahoma
TCU
get blowed out.
TCU got blew out Oklahoma. Hey,
you're right.
Hey, y'all heard me earlier this year. It was before they were undefeated. Got to throw this out there. This is before they were undefeated. I went ahead and got back on the Lane train. I got off the year he came, but I'm back on the Lane train with the Rebels. Congratulations.
That was a good game.
It was closer than it needed to be. But
Well,
it was a good game.
I called the under on that game, and it wasn't looking good for a long time.
If you're in here too right now, if you're in here tuned into us, y'all go ahead and give us a like on that like button. It really helps us out. Appreciate it. Had to throw that in there real quick.
Do we even have anybody in here?
Yeah, we just had 4. Somebody just dropped out.
Okay, I don't see nobody.
Kim and Jay, Jay's driving. I can't see anything on Facebook because if I do Facebook, I won't know. It's not like I know what's going on anyway.
One thing about that Ole Miss Kentucky game, those are both two good teams.
Yeah,
not bad.
They're both top 10 caliber teams in my book.
And we're gonna see here shortly. We fix to get into a little bit of
that was one of my ones I lost on because I was betting that Kentucky was going to handle it.
And my theory with the under was, these were the best defenses both of them have seen all season. That was my theory behind the under on that game, and it showed.
What the fuck is
let's see here.
Hey, damn! I just noticed y'all changed the studio again. Weather must be nice.
Yeah, we're back out in the studio now.
We told you that earlier. We didn't know if you heard us or not.
We're back in the studio.
We're back out here.
Good. I missed the old studio, man. Fuck, you have no earthly idea how much I missed the studio.
It's a lot more comfortable out here.
Absolutely, man.
I tell you what, in the house. Even though you felt
it's like
good.
We're in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. And even though it felt good, it felt like goddamn we were so fucking tight.
Yeah. Well, it was fucking too hot out there. We couldn't keep anything going.
No, hell no.
The backdoor cover of the day Saturday though was Memphis and Temple. Memphis was down 3-0 at the half as an 18.5-point favorite. Come back and won. Scored 7 in the third and then scored 17 in the fourth to win 24-3.
Wow. I didn't realize that. I think.
Wow, yeah. We hit on that one too. Boy, that was an emotional wreck. That was zip and pipping all at the end, boy.
Man, these motherfuckers from work are still goddamn fucking with me.
Man, fuck them.
That's exactly what I'm fucking sending.
Yeah, we're busy. Besides that, we went over to Kansas game. They won outright as a plus 3.5-point favorite at home. The second half, it was first quarter it was 0-0. Second quarter, Kansas was up 14-8. Then Iowa State scored 3 in the third, and nobody scored in the fourth.
I guess the only other real upset, we covered TCU, which we don't give a fuck about the Big 12. At Wake Forest, Florida State game wasn't horrible, but I did not get the results I was looking for. But Mississippi State, congratulations.
Right.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Mississippi State rolled, man.
Yeah, they did. Good for them. I like to see. I don't hate State like all the rest of the fucking Ole Miss fans, but
they got a chance this week with A&M coming into town.
Agreed.
No. Arkansas. My bad.
A&M said they just beat.
Yeah, that's just who they just beat. Yeah, they got it. They got a shot. And I think I seen the number earlier. It was like 9.5. Mississippi State.
Plus or minus?
Minus.
Ooh.
I swear it was.
I think Arkansas will get that damn team fired up. I don't know if they're going to be beat by 9.5.
Absolutely. That's what I'm thinking too.
They're playing in Mississippi, ain't they?
Yeah, it's in Starkville.
Yeah, playing at State. They're ranked in the top 25. They're number 23.
Yeah.
They're 4-1.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Mississippi State's a 9.5-point favorite.
Yep.
60% of the money's on Arkansas.
Over 9.5 on that.
What site are you on to figure out where the money's at? You're on one of the good sites, obviously.
I am
Which
on
one of us?
an app.
Yeah, I'm on. I get on. Well, everything I'm seeing is from DraftKings.
Okay, well, I'm just doing the regular bullshit, so I can see the line, but I can't see where the money's being bet.
Right, I'm on Betting Pros app.
Gotcha. I got you.
It's free. That's why.
Well, let's
and
see.
then you kind of gauge what's going on.
Hey, Brad, what's up, brother? I don't know what Tony.
What's
Brad
happening,
was talking
Brad?
about. He said, "Hell yeah, it was Tony." Oh, you must have been talking about the Memphis game. I know he's a big Memphis.
Oh hell yeah, it was, man. That was insane. Man, we were sitting there, heads hung, and then all of a sudden, here it come, boy.
Well, congratulations to the
at Talladega.
Let's see. Hell, we've been doing this for almost 23 minutes. You want to go ahead and jump into some games? You want me to write these down? You want to write the I'm gonna
let's talk about
picks down.
Let's talk about this week.
This week's games.
Because
just top 25 games. If you got something extra, we can always
throw them in there. We'll give our opinions on them for sure.
Anybody out there, you got a lock you want to share? Please share.
Well, who wants to give you credit for it?
Absolutely.
Who wants to start out of us three?
Well, hell, let's pick the game we're going to start with because I'm just going to run down I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm running down the 11 o'clock games, just starting with the number one team that's playing, which is going to be 4. Number 4, Michigan 5-0 against Indiana 3-2. Line's 22.5 over under at 59. Then y'all figure out who wants to start.
Right. I'm going to start with the LSU Tennessee game. I'm liking LSU on this.
LSU +3 at home.
At home. I think that they go and show Tennessee up, show them that they're not really that good, and give Tennessee their first L of the season. So I started off like that.
Well, what I'm looking at is showing 71% of the money right now is on Tennessee.
Yes.
So that I don't see anything wrong with it. Right. I'm telling you, it might be the right pick. They might win straight up.
You already know in that game, you got all the Tennessee fans piling on right there on that. I mean, but
listen to this also. The over-under is 64.5. It's even right now. Even money's going on both sides. But the money line, you got 54% that's on LSU at +125.
Yep. So that right there should tell you a little something.
Here, and I'm gonna go with the public side on this one. And are these going to be one of your 5 picks that we're going to do so I can write them down?
No. I didn't want to touch this game.
This was one of mine.
This one of Terry's. One of Terry's picks. I was just trying to throw some information in there too.
Oh, I get you. And I'd like for all of us to make 5 picks. So Terry,
that's great.
I'm gonna write this one down.
Yeah. You can. That's what I meant by like which one of us wanted to go first. You can go ahead and write that down as one of my 5 picks. I got LSU +3.
LSU -3. I'm gonna give you the reason. I'm gonna give you the reason I'm going with the general public. Number 1, it's an 11 o'clock game down in LSU. Number two,
Right.
Tennessee does seem to be for real.
I think so too, but man, they let Florida throw all over their ass 2 weeks ago. But also, they were on a bye this week. So I am leaning Tennessee too.
Hell, Brad's in there with he loves Tennessee lock. LSU has the worst quarterback in America. If this was an evening game, I'd probably agree with Terry, but I'm gonna have to go with Tennessee. It is not my pick, but that's the reason. There's my information that I'm gonna give out is the reason that
I get it.
Hey, not going.
Anyway, back to that Michigan Indiana game. It's 22.5. I like Michigan. It's not going to be one of my picks either. Indiana's 3-2.
They shit the bed against fucking Nebraska was one of my picks. I thought that was easy money. So wow.
I just saw that I'm looking at some stats. Indiana's quarterback has got almost 1,400 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Don't buy into it. They couldn't beat Nebraska.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm sticking there.
Yeah.
Next game on the board. Next game on the board, Tony. Your team, Kansas, facing
Kansas.
TCU's ranked 17th. Kansas ranked 19th. Looks like TCU's a 6.5-point favorite, and the over/under is 68.5.
And this is one of my 5 picks. I'm going with Kansas again. Plus, I had it at +7 at lunch. It's already fell to +6.5.
And they're at home.
They keep
taking that 6.5.
Well, whatever you get it at, I'm taking the plus side of it.
Okay.
They keep disrespecting this team at home as a dog,
and they're already 5-0.
And ranked at I'm gonna roll with them, man. That their defense is pretty damn good, and supposedly their offensive line is the best in the country.
I like it.
Actually, right now, you got 55% of the money on TCU, 89% on the over, which I do like the under on that game. But 80% of the money is on Kansas money line +200.
Woo. You know what? I like the +200. It's not going to be a pick, but I like the +200. I agree with you, Tom.
That's really not a bad go either.
I mean, they're both undefeated, and I guess we'll see who's for real and who's not. It could be one of those. It could be one of those upset games, or I don't know if you call it upset if it's 2 undefeated teams playing. But
they upset last week as a plus. I mean, you just can't keep disrespecting the team. I guess because it's Kansas and nobody. Shit, it's unbelievable to me that they're even. One thing, they're 5-0, much less they're ranked in football.
Yeah, no shit.
As a showing up basketball school, right? I mean, it's been a long time since they've been in this ranking, since old big dude Mangino was the coach. Looked like he done ate a pumpkin, or he was storing nuts in his mouth like a squirrel. You remember that big guy with the small glasses? They were good. They went to a BCS ball game that year. So it's been many, many, many years since Kansas Jayhawks have, even got in top 25. I believe in them. I really do. And if they keep making them a plus at home, I'm going to take them every damn weekend.
I don't blame you, man. You've been calling them all year long. I guess next game up is going to be South Florida and Cincinnati. Cincinnati's -20.
Always doing top 25.
They are.
Oh, yeah, 24. Okay, yeah.
We'll just breeze by this one. Cincinnati's -27.5. South Florida's 1-4. I'm rolling with Cincinnati in the points. I mean, just that simple. Big game.
One of the easy ones.
I guess one of the bigger games. I don't know if you call this a big game because Auburn sucks this year. It'll be Georgia and Auburn. Georgia line on that I'm seeing is -30 and over and a half. Over under. God damn, it's only 49.5. Are they? Is Georgia's defense supposed to show back up this weekend or something?
Where we are? Okay, we're at 2:30 games.
Well, obviously, what it might be saying is Auburn might not be good enough running the football.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing about this. Georgia 2 weeks in a row has been at least a 28-point favorite and has not covered
all year.
Yeah. Not all year, but the last 2 weeks that I know of.
Okay. Yeah.
78% of the money's on Auburn at plus 29.5. 67% is on the under 49.5. But of course, 78% of the money line is minus 10,000, which is golly, 78%. Golly, who wants to bet that though? I'm not.
People with a lot more money than me.
There's no way.
Yeah, no, me either. I've done stupid shit in golf before. They lost that. They lost
No
that
way.
Ryder Cup. They lost that Ryder Cup before. All they needed was 4 fucking holes and couldn't get them, or 4 points, whatever the fuck it's called. Anyway, we'll stay off golf. Next game, again, we've been we're going a little, and we ain't too bad. We're sitting at 30 minutes. Next game is going to be Texas State at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's minus 9.5. Over under is 69.5. It's going to be.
That's Texas Tech now. That ain't Texas State.
Yeah, Texas Tech.
If it's Texas State, I'd do a backflip right now and put my house on it.
My bad. Obviously, I said Texas State. My bad. I didn't mean to say Texas. Maybe I still can't say Tech. I don't know. But yeah, I still like I like Oklahoma State to roll them. Y'all got any different opinions on that one?
No, I do not.
Sticking with the 2:30 games. Utah, number 11, going to UCLA. They beat
That's going to be an easy one. Go Utah.
Utah minus 3.5.
I'm not so sure.
I'm not either, man. UCLA's 5-0 in the Pac-12 and leading the Pac-12. If I'm not
What's
mistaken.
that Lee Corso says? Hold on right there.
Hold on. Hey, whatever it is.
It ain't one of my picks, but I definitely will go with Utah.
I got you. All right. Well, I'm going with UCLA just because they beat my Washington team last week.
Public's on UCLA right now.
Shit. Then bet Utah. All right. Next game's going to be at 3 o'clock here, Tony. Ohio State is going to Michigan State. Michigan State is not what they used to be at all. They're 2-3, 0-2 in the Big Ten. Ohio State, like I said earlier, might deserve to be number 1. Line's 27, over and under 65. I'm kind of digging. Ohio State is one of my picks this week.
At 27?
Yep.
Woo.
Yep. I'm rolling.
That's a lot of damn points.
And they're on the road.
At Michigan State.
That's what I was looking at. They're on the road.
Michigan
State. It's a 3 p.m.
I understand
game.
that.
Hey man, I'm staying away from that one. We got it.
Yeah, I'll bet over here.
I'll take Ole Miss over Vanderbilt at minus 17 before I take the minus 27.
Well, that's the next game we're coming up on, and that is another one of my picks. If there's anybody else,
that's one of my picks too.
Okay. Ole Miss,
you can write all 3 of us down.
Hotty toddy.
You can write all 3 of us down.
Hotty toddy.
Are you ready?
Hotty toddy. Are you ready?
We're all picking Ole Miss.
Yeah,
Yes,
minus
sir.
17.
Minus
That's
17.
a lock, dude. At Vandy. That's a fucking lock.
Get ready for Vanderbilt to lose again.
I don't care who says what. That's a lock. Get ready.
Congratulations to them Rebels getting up there and back in the top 10. Number 9.
Yes, sir.
Let's keep it going until we face Alabama. Because Alabama looks like it may have some weaknesses, maybe. Unless you play them in the fourth quarter and Nick Saban says, fuck around and find out.
Yeah, I just don't see anywhere where Vandy can stop Ole Miss.
No.
Period.
Lane Kiffin, I think, is the only one that could stop Ole Miss. Or slow them down.
Yeah. You're right about that, but he's hungry. He knows the line. He's number 9 in the country. He's going to cover this line to try to bump up into the top 5.
Well, this week
he's about one of the only coaches in college football that matters to is the lines in games, in my opinion.
A little knowledge we'll throw out there. Lane Kiffin How many years has he been there now? 3, 2.
I don't know. You the Ole Miss fan.
I'm just coming back to it. I think it's 3.
Yeah.
He's 20-8.
Mosquitoes.
I'm over here fighting one off too, Tony.
They ate my ass up Sunday, man. That's why I had to go.
Get it bug bombed. He's 20-8 now is his overall record at Oxford down at Ole Miss. He's 20-8, and I think that makes him tied with Vault. Johnny Vault.
Mm-hmm. I know who you're talking about.
So that's pretty fucking impressive. That's who that stadium is named after.
Vault.
Lane may be writing his own destiny here. He keeps up doing what he's doing, man. I like the way he's playing. We just got to get that big. You got to get past Alabama. You got to get past Alabama to be able to advance. Anyway, that's enough about Ole Miss for now. Your next game is another 3:00 game. It's going to be Washington, ranked 21st against Arizona State. Washington's -14. Arizona's 1-4 and 0-2 in the Pac-12. My opinion, Washington rolls it, and that's another one of my picks.
Yeah,
me too.
Easy pick.
Back week.
Me too.
After last week's fucking bullshit. Yeah.
Right.
But I
Me
think they
too.
kill Arizona State. And that's one of my picks.
I'm looking at it 13.5 now with 90% of the money on Washington, which I don't care. I will bet with the public on this because Arizona State is that bad.
Yeah, they are.
But 100% is on the under 57.5. I'm not sure about that. But
Yeah, because if that Washington quarterback comes out there and lights it up, passing the ball, I don't know too much of how Arizona defense is, but obviously it can't be that good. I think it definitely probably might go over.
Well, I guess I'm going with public on that one.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, so then we move to the 6:30 games. We got Washington State going to USC. And it's a reasonable line. It's 13. USC's number 6 in the country. They're 5-0. They're undefeated. Washington State's 4-1.
What line you looking at?
ESPN.
You got it at 6?
No, -13 and over under 66.
Oh, okay. I got you. I'm looking at 65.5.
That game's not to 6:30 though.
Right. Well, these are just top 25s we're going through.
Oh, good. No, yeah.
And some of your picks
some
of the picks are not in the top 25.
Mine hasn't
cover those.
No, yeah, mine has them in a different order. It's still the top 25 that I'm on.
Yeah. All of the money's on Washington State. I mean, USC. My bad.
Yeah, 13.
All of it.
That's my pick too.
Washington State's defense though is supposedly pretty good.
But they're at USC.
Yeah. But yeah, I think
That's
USC
a tough.
rolls,
That's a
man. I
tough
think
crowd.
Right.
That's a tough crowd.
You're gonna have a packed house. Hell, they're number 6.
Yeah, and they're undefeated.
Rose Bowl's gonna be full. No, they're not in Rose Bowl. Where they play?
USC is the Rose Bowl, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it the Rose Bowl? Okay. Well, it's gonna be slam.
Yeah. All right. What's the next one you got, Brian? What's the next one?
I just want to say something before because of the general public statement before. The only team Washington has lost to, or Washington State, the Cougars, was Oregon. That was 44-41. This game may be the opposite. This may have just flipped me on this one.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Their defense is good.
They beat Wisconsin. They beat Idaho, not by much, 24-17, first game of the season, wiped the rust off. But then they came in and beat at Wisconsin. They went to Wisconsin and won 17-14. Colorado State, they put an ass whooping on it, 38-7. Oregon, they only got beat 44-41, so that was a field goal game. That guy, hell, I don't know. It could have been an overtime
This
game.
is what Vegas wants you to think. So, yeah, I'm with you.
I'm flipping my picks. I'm going with Washington State.
Let's take plus 13.
I'm actually going to change because I've got another pick in here that I really like, but I may be running out of picks. Let me make sure there's nobody else on here I really like. Yeah, well, shit, there's 2 more I really like. I'll stay off that game. Well, I said there's 2 more. Let me make sure of that. Yeah, there's two more I really like. And one of them's the next game. So is one of y'all picking what? Does anybody picking Washington State as their pick? If not, I will take it.
No, sir.
No.
You got it. That's all you.
Okay.
I like it, though. I almost like the plus 360 on the money line.
Plus 360? That's a
Uh-huh.
value bet. I'm taking Washington State value bet money line.
There you go. I think I will, too. I really like that.
I do too. After going back and looking at that, USC is undefeated, and I don't know what'll happen there. But Washington State's got the fucking quarterback's 131 and 191. He's only missed 60 passes his entire season. He's got 1,445 yards and 13 touchdowns. I'm going to Washington State. But our next pick was one of the two I got to decide between. It's going to be South Carolina and Kentucky. Kentucky's only given up 10. They're going to be back at home.
I think Kentucky rolls after that loss last weekend.
Well, okay. Y'all help me decide because, I think I'm going to probably stick with the SEC. My last pick was going to be Oregon and Arizona. And anyway, we'll wait till it comes down. I'm going to go ahead and
I try to spread my picks out among conferences and not just load up SEC picks as my top 5 picks.
Well,
I try to mess around.
So far, I got Ohio State, Washington, and Washington State, and Ole Miss.
There you go. That's good. That's what we need to have.
Okay.
But I mean, if you want to throw Kentucky, I think Kentucky wins that game. I think they cover. But I wouldn't go put it as
at home against fucking South Carolina.
Yes.
I like.
Or you know what? Let's go under 49.
That is the over under is 49. That may be.
I think it's a one-sided game. I think Kentucky is going to roll their ass.
I'm on. You know what?
24-0.
I'll talk about it when we get there, but
right. That's what I'm thinking.
My fifth pick is going to be Kentucky minus the 13 or the 10.
I like it.
I'm doing my 5 picks. All I have to do is just put my bullshit interjections in. Next game is
6:30.
6:30, and it's Army versus Wake Forest. Wake Forest is minus 17.
This is one of my picks. One of my picks taking Wake Forest minus 17.
All the money. I mean, 100% of all of it is on Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Watch out. Watch out.
Hey, I ain't worried about
Watch out.
Playing Army.
Watch out.
It's Army. I agree. It's fucking Army.
It's Army. And Wake Forest is at home. They're hot. They're 4-1. They
lost to Georgia State.
Yeah.
They lost to fucking Georgia State. They lost to UTSA, and they lost to Coastal
Carolina. Why don't everybody win money on it then?
Because maybe they will. Maybe 100% of the money's on them. So why?
Is that? I mean, honestly, that should be more than 17.
It should be, but they know more than we do.
It should be 24.
24 is what I was going to say, but it should be at least over 20. It should be minimum 21 and a half.
Absolutely. I'm not touching it.
I'm not either. Anyway, to the next one. It's also at 6:30. BYU is going to visit Notre Dame.
This is another one of mine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got BYU. Taking BYU.
Yeah, catching 3.5 points. Be insane not to.
BYU money line.
As
You're
Notre
going
Dame,
BYU plus 130.
I got plus 150 on mine.
Oh, wow, 150. Okay.
Yeah, I got
that's even better.
I got plus 150 on mine. So, yeah, I'm taking BYU.
I like it. That's good
money line.
What I got my app set on is
I got one. I should have one more pick left now, right, Brian?
yes.
Yep.
The app I'm on a consensus line across the board.
Okay, here's a question for you because I haven't had time to look it up. Have they fired Notre Dame's head coach yet? Hey, Billy, welcome back.
No,
Billy's in there going Kentucky all the way, revenge game.
Absolutely, I think so too, Billy.
I'm agreeing.
Is that Billy Rush?
It is.
Hey, Billy Rush! Happy birthday, dude!
He's on the StreamYard, or I don't know where the StreamYard comments come from. Anyway, I guess that's probably off of. I don't know. That'd be something for Terry.
No, it just says that on your end. So how you guess? They're just the regular comments. They're coming from YouTube and Facebook. Facebook is where most of our comments are coming from.
Okay, and that may be where they're all coming from. It. What were we just talking about? Sorry, my key and my card just shut back.
BYU Notre Dame's where we're at.
Yeah, BYU Notre Dame.
BYU and Notre Dame. Oh yeah. The BYU, I love that, and they're probably going to fire the coach after this when he goes 2-3.
Yeah.
Next game is another 6:30 game. Kansas State's going to Iowa State. Kansas State's 4-1, 2-0 in the Big 12. Iowa State's 3-2, 0-2 in the Big 12. Kansas State's a 2-point favorite going on the road. Over and under is 45. I'm probably going to have to say that I like Kansas State going to Iowa State. But what's y'all's opinion on it? I mean, the two teams that they lost to.
I have no interest in this game.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, Iowa State was predicted to be one of the top teams in the Big 12 preseason.
Well, they lost number 17.
They lost to Kansas last week.
Kansas last week, right.
Right. So you'd have to see their body of work, who they played. And
they ain't played nobody else. They've lost to the only decent teams that there were. So the next game is going to be the big, I guess, what they're going to consider the big night game. It'll be on CBS, 7 o'clock. That's probably Eastern, or it may be Central. I don't know. A&M's going to Alabama. Alabama is -24. If I was going, go ahead. I'll let y'all talk. What the fuck was that?
Man, let me tell you. On this game,
this is the red ass Nick Saban versus the bitch ass Jimbo Fisher.
Yeah, this is gonna be a game.
Man, this is all over the place.
You know, Saban's gonna come out with the package.
If the backup quarterback's playing, the 23.5 is gonna be kind of tight.
Yeah.
I love the first.
You got 20,
but I could almost see the under 50.5.
Yeah.
No, 51.5.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah. And this like a damn 48-0 game, Alabama.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Something like that.
Oh yeah. I feel.
Or it could be 48-10 and it goes over. But I don't think Saban's going. This ain't one of his guys. Yeah, they worked together for years. Don't get me wrong.
Like each other, though.
This ain't one of these guys he's just going to let up on after all that bullshit talk.
Right.
No, and he probably wants to keep it going what he did in that fourth quarter against Arkansas
Absolutely.
last week to show that he can, because that was a big letdown. If I was going to take anything in the game, the first half is what I'd take, and the first half is going to be Alabama -14.
Absolutely. I love that.
That would be what I pick. But
I think that's probably the safest bet. So you're talking about maybe 7 in the first quarter.
Billy
6.5.
A lot of points, but State killed A&M. You true that, Billy? True.
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. And it went over. That game was supposedly like over under 44.5.
Yeah.
Hell, State almost scored that alone.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Which I loved it. I hate Texas A&M. I always have before they even got to the SEC. I don't like Alabama either.
Let's see. Go to the next game. Damn, I was about to say, who the hell's ranked in this one? That's going to be Florida State versus NC State. Florida State going down. They're both 4-1. State's 0-1 in the ACC. Florida State's 2-1 in the ACC. And State's giving up 3 points. I'm sorry, NC State. I guess I better be clear on which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, right. There's both states.
I think personally, my opinion is going to be Florida State's going to make a comeback. I don't know. NC State's been playing some close, tight games, and it started with.
I don't know. They got their ass whooped last week too.
Yeah, they did.
And it was a very tight game with ECU. Went down to a damn field goal. I missed point after. That was the first game of the year, and I remember that quite clearly because that was the last time I was home. And that bet right there, because I bet the money line would have covered the bets for the rest of the damn day if it made it. Field goal, asshole.
I'm going to take the under 50.5.
That's probably the best bet. That's
what I think the play is. I think either one can win the game.
Yeah, I agree. That's
but
why
I hate the hook on the line. See, it needs to be 3. If it's 3,
well, see, that's what I'm saying.
If it's 3, I flip a quarter and see who it is. Because neither team impressed me last week. No,
Florida State definitely played a little slow last week.
Yes, they did, and we all thought they was going to cover.
Yeah.
On my side and the ESPN side, both of them are -3.
Yeah, that's right. I got -3 too as well.
Last game of the night on the top 25 is going to be number 12 Oregon traveling down to Arizona. Oregon's 2-0. The Pac-12, they're 4-1 on the season, and if I remember correctly, they got lost that first game to Georgia. I think so. They played opening game of the year. They got fucking road stomped. Matter of fact, they got road stomped by Georgia 49-3.
Yes.
And it's supposed to be a neutral site, but it was in Georgia. But they they did beat BYU. They beat Eastern Washington. Who gives a fuck? Washington State. That was that game we spoke of earlier, 44-41. They beat Stanford, which the trees aren't what they used to be.
The over/under 69.5 on this game. Got 75% of the money on the under as of now. Give me a few more days, and we might as well take the over. Because they might bust the clock on this one, man.
That's 71 fucking points. They should. I think that's the highest that's the highest total out of the top 25 for sure.
Yes,
right,
it is the highest total.
All right. So it's time.
I have 2 more picks.
You do, and Terry's got one more. That's not the top 25. By the way, if anybody gives a shit, SMU at UCF is tied up at 10-10, 5 minutes left in the second quarter. So Tony, let's go ahead and get you to let's at least give you 2 picks because I've only got you written down for 2.
No, I got 3 in. I got Kansas, Washington, and Ole Miss.
Oh, that's right. You went with Washington with me. I'm sorry I missed that one. All right, well, let you go first, and we'll let you go last. That way you'll be tied up with Terry at 4. Let Terry go, and then you can finish it out, and we'll take a little 5-minute, 10-minute break, whatever we need to, because we've been on here for damn near an hour. Woo!
I'm gonna go. We're gonna go with North Carolina at Miami +3.5.
What time's that game?
That is a 3:00 game on ESPN2.
North Carolina at Miami.
I'm going with North Carolina 3-1 over Miami. Miami lost to Middle Tennessee. I think Mac, what's his name?
May?
The coach. No, oh. Mac.
Mac
what's
Brown?
His damn Mac Brown. I think he gets it done and keeps these guys on track. He's really happy with his team. I saw him in the interview the other day. He's loving what's going on with them. But I really like that game, and I don't believe in Miami. If you let Middle Tennessee State come to your house and beat you like a drum, right? I'm not messing with you. And hopefully it'll go up to 4.
I don't think anybody's even showing up for their games anymore.
No, there's no home field advantage at all. They got too much other shit to do.
Okay, so you're taking North Carolina plus the points or the money line?
Plus the points. Because the money line's only plus 135. I think there's a little more value with the points.
That's not a good value bet.
Right.
And were you sticking with Washington on the money line or the points? Points were 14. Sorry, I didn't write that down either. I missed your whole Washington bet.
Oh, definitely points. Definitely the points.
Okay, I'm going with Washington on the money line. No, I went with Washington State money line. My bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Terry, what you got for your last pick there?
My last pick is going to be on the Duke and Georgia Tech game, and I am going to take the under on the points. Your lines on that is going to be 3.5. I'm taking the points, which is going to be 53.5. I'm going to under right there for Duke.
Nice.
It's 3:00 game. It's at Georgia Tech. Duke is 4-1. Georgia Tech, I think, is 2-2. I just think Duke goes in here, cleans them on out. I don't think it's just going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be one of those games, maybe a 24-3 or 24-10, somewhere around there type of game. So I think it's going to definitely go under 53.5.
I can see that.
At all.
I like it. I think it's a smart bet.
I do too.
I think it's real smart. Way to dig in.
That doesn't bode well for you if I think it's a smart bet too. But hey, I didn't get involved in that one, so that's on you.
Well, all you did was comment. You didn't make it for him.
Yeah. You didn't make it for me. You commented.
I did. Yeah, I like it, but I'm not gonna bet it. All right.
And my last one is Liberty at UMass under 47.5.
I like that.
I don't think UMass scores a point.
I was looking at that earlier, Tony. I swear, but I didn't want to bet on it, but I like that.
If it goes over, it's all on Liberty, which the line is 24.5. I think that's about right there. You're looking at like a 28-0 game, I think. The money line is minus 10 grand on Liberty. But right, absolutely. And the money line, this is what blows my mind, is the money line on UMass is plus 1,400.
Wow.
If it's minus 10,000,
it should be a little bit
ain't
more
it plus 10,000?
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I've never been able to really figure that out.
It don't make sense.
And shit, I can't wrap my head around. You can ask the people who are working with me. If I don't understand it, man, I get pissed. I need to be able to understand shit.
I don't understand that. And we had a big conversation last weekend about that on the Arkansas-Alabama game, because we were trying to get a money line on it through our site or what have you, and they never give us anything. Nothing at all.
All right. Well, gentlemen, we have been on here for damn near an hour, maybe an hour exactly. 59 minutes. Y'all ready to take a little break for a minute?
Yeah, let's take a break. Hopefully everybody will come back and we'll get into some baseball.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not gonna be running outside. I'm good. Fuck this room. I just need a little break, take a piss, get a beer. Not that I don't take one during fucking content during the show. Excuse me for the GD.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
We'll just take a little 5-minute break. We've got stuff we don't have to charge for 10 minutes in between anymore, so we should be good there. Just give us a little breather. We're going to come back, and I think we're just going to go ahead and dive into baseball. Playoffs are here.
Yeah.
They're set.
I really want to talk about this home run thing with Judge. I want to get into this.
Okay, that's fine.
I want to see some people's. I want to see some people's opinions on this.
Well, I'd like to hear what we're going to talk about, so I can put mine in.
Right, exactly. Let's go right into it with the damn 62.
Okay, sounds good. I'll see you back.
I think there's going to be some discussion about it.
Nate, I love the way you're leaving me lingering. Now I really kind of want to know, and I may call you. No, I'm gonna wait till you get back because I'm gonna wait.
No, let's wait till after the break, and hopefully we got people coming in. Let's see some opinions about it.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and make a comment that we're coming back in talking about Aaron Judge off the bat. If I can make a comment, can I make a comment?
Yep. Just make a comment on the comment section.
Nothing against that guy whatsoever.
Against Aaron Judge? Oh no.
No, not at all. But yeah, I think we can have a pretty decent discussion about it.
All right, sounds good. We'll jump into that. We'll talk about the playoffs set up because this is about to be that time, boys and girls. 5 years in a row. 5
awesome
years.
Time of the year. If you don't like baseball, now's the time to watch. Starting Friday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because this is going to be getting good, man. But the Braves,
yeah, absolutely,
5 in a row, baby. NL champions.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go.
suck it.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all back in 5.